I was one of those guys that I failed out of school, but I walked all the way up to the end of school. I just didn't have the credits to graduate. Back then in the 80s, they didn't know how to deal with dyslexia. They'd put you in classes that were at a slower pace when in all actuality, they now know that's not what you do. And so I went straight into the work field at a very young age. By the time I was 21, I had found the food industry. I started doing sales and quickly climbed to the ranks to be the top producer in food sales. I worked for a company that imported about 6,000 different cheeses. It was a full line food distributor. And I climbed the ranks and became the top salesperson nationally ranked and climbed to the top of that industry really by the time I was 24, 25 years old. And then I was approached by a company to take on an international position. It was really an embarrassing situation because they said, "Hey, Matt, you are the perfect person for this job. Nobody's sold more of our product than you. You're incredible." And they offered me the job, and it was like 2x what I was making. And I was like, this is a no-brainer. I accepted it. So they flew in their CEO and national sales manager and the team to have a luncheon with me. And during the luncheon, the CEO of the company looks at me and says, "Oh, Matt, where'd you go to school?" And I'm like, "Hey, Sherwood High School." He's like, No, college. And I, of course, hadn't gone to college. And so he said, and it was this embarrassing, awkward moment where they realized, gosh, we're a Fortune 100 company and this is a requirement of ours. It was just an embarrassing, terrible situation. I was 25 and I left that meeting. I'm never going to be in this position again. That next day, I went and registered for night school and spent the next 4.5 years working full time, plowing through school, ended up at the University of Washington, going to night school, did that. And then after that, I actually went on to SPU and to an MBA program, and then went back to the UW, got a certificate in commercial real estate, and eventually even later went back to Michigan State University for a master's in supply chain. So it's a long-winded answer, but I had a different path when it comes to schooling.